What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for PayPal holdings with the ticker symbol PYPL. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the daily chart for this technical analysis. You can see that PayPal continues to sell off, and let's go over what has happened since. So I believe last time I looked at PayPal on Tuesday, and you can see that it was right near this trend line. The bulls were bouncing off of it. However, they could not continue higher. You can see that they got trapped and price continued moving down lower. So this is not a good sign at all. It wasn't a good sign on Wednesday. That would have probably signaled that we were probably going to see lower prices because price was able to break through that trend line and the bulls were not able to defend it as support. So it looks like this measurable target is no longer in play. The one to the $67 level, because the bears have already brought price way back down, so we can go ahead and remove that. So that measure move target is no longer in play, and also this trend line is no longer in play because the bulls were not able to defend it. So again, the bears are still dominating the price. I can put a channel for this drop that the bears are doing currently, and you see that price has been working its way down for several days now in this orange downward channel. So they were also able to break that $60 level, which was previous support. So there was a small double bottom right here, but the bears were able to push through that easily. So this is a very bearish chart. Before, it was looking like price wanted to continue higher, but what you want to see is higher highs and higher lows. You don't want to see strong aggressive selling. So it was looking like price wanted to move up higher, but now it's looking bearish once again. Overall, it was still bearish, like I said before, but the bulls will need to break through a lot of resistance for this to be like a very strong uptrend. But in the moment, it was looking like a short-term uptrend that could have had formed into a longer-term uptrend. But now it just looks like the bears are still dominating this chart practically since August of last year. So it's been going down ever since. That's why I have this trend line drawn across the swing highs right over here. You can see that even if bulls manage to come up to this trend line, it can act as resistance. So we're selling off. Where is price most likely going next? Most likely it's going towards this measurement target that has not been reached, right around this $52 level. And I got this measurement target from right back over here. You see it's the same size as this arrow in the past. That's one leg down. Price pulled back, and the bears have been in the formation of the second attempt ever since February of this year. So it can take a longer time than expected, and that's what we're seeing right now. But eventually, it looks like the bears are slowly coming to this target and getting closer and closer. Block also is a similar stock that follows the same type of pattern. So Block already reached its measure move target since it's a payment processing company, and looks like PayPal can do the same. So again, very bearish. We're near the all-time lows of this downtrend, not the all-time lows of the stock, but the all-time lows of the downtrend. So this might be taken out next week, and then the $52 target is in play because the bulls were not able to reach their target, so the bears can reach their target. Again, it's not always like that, but usually if the bears have room to reach their target, they're probably going to reach it. So I think there's a good chance of reaching the 52. It's not guaranteed. We can always just get like a double bottom and see a strong rally. That's very unlikely with everything on the chart. So I'm looking for that $52 target, and we'll go from there. Because overall, there's still a lot of bearish signs on the chart where we could see that price is below the EMA. We can see the $52 target has not been reached. We can see that the bulls were unable to reach their target. The bears broke the trend line. The bears broke the $60 level, and we're back near the all-time lows of this downtrend. So again, a lot of bearish signs for PayPal. I don't see anything strong as right now. Momentarily, it was strong, but it failed immediately, and price sold off strongly. So again, not a good sign from that past price action. So overall, you can see that price is making lower lows, lower highs over time, and is looking for that $52 level. Here's a quick take on the weekly chart. You can see here's the weekly chart. Overall, the downtrend has been getting shallower and shallower, weaker. So I'm pretty sure we're closer to the bottom than any of the time in this downtrend because, again, like I said before, the downtrend is getting shallower and shallower, and eventually there's a good chance of reversing. It's not guaranteed, but eventually it most likely will. PayPal is most likely not going to go anywhere. So once this target is met, maybe then that's when we see a big reversal. Usually measuring targets, you will find a bounce or rejection from those levels. Not all the time, but most of the time. So there's a good chance of that occurring. But either way, you can clearly see there is this downward trend line in play. Price below the EMA. Last week was pretty bearish. It was a decent sized red candle, so it was a decent sized drop. It practically wiped out that entire up move since mid-August up until early September. Wiped that entire up move out in just a short amount of time. And you see that it looks like it's really coming for that $52 level. Because in the past, there wasn't a lot of support built up in this entire up move right over here. So if that $52 level doesn't hold, the next level would be the 42. So let's go and mark that right now, just in case, because that was prior resistance, so it can come back and turn as support. So looking for the 52, I think is a good chance. 42, I don't know, might be like a 20-30% chance. Depends if we're still below the EMA and still below this trend line. We'll see what type of rejection we get off of that $52 level first. So that's what I see for PayPal. It was bearish in the long term, but bullish in the short term. But now it's bearish in the short term also now. So it's bearish in both ways, in the bigger picture and the smaller picture. So it's not looking good for PayPal. And I'll give you guys an update most likely next week, Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.